Hi guys, today is the 20th of December 2019 at 49 minutes past 3 in the afternoon over here in the UK, and I just wanted to do a quick report. This came out on the 12th of December. Solar eclipse, killer asteroid set to grace the skies on December 26th. I believe that just lines up with, a couple of interpretations that I've done going back to October 13th, where I still believe that there may be some sort of meteor asteroid event during the eclipse. You can see going back as far as October 13th there, warning Icbm 1223. Still watching for that. I'm going to come to that in just a few seconds or a few minutes actually. And then the asteroid meteor eclipse 1226, potential nuclear attack 1223, meteor impact January 2nd. That's when I've also got the mega tsunami interpretation as well. So just going back to this report, Nigeria and indeed the rest of the world are set to behold two astronomical events on Boxing Day, December 26, 2019, an annular solar excuse me, an annular solar eclipse and a monster asteroid called 310442 2000 CH59, which will make a close encounter with Earth. Astronomers advise that people dust off their binoculars and keep their eyes on the skies as the final full moon of 2019 is fast approaching, with solar eclipse in its wake. According to a report published in timeanddate.com, a solar eclipse is just like a regular new moon, where the moon passes between Earth and the Sun. However, a solar eclipse is more powerful because the moon darkens the Sun. Solar eclipse December 2019 is an annular solar eclipse, so not all of the Sun will be darkened. In this type of particular eclipse, the apparent diameter of the moon is smaller than the Sun's, leaving a ring of light around the eclipsed Sun. Sorry, I was lying down. The new moon of December 26, 2019 is a particular solar eclipse, so its effects, sorry, is a partial solar eclipse, so its effects last for 6 months instead of the normal 4 weeks. The December 26th solar eclipse marks the end of the eclipse cycle that began with the solar eclipse on July 2nd, 2019. It also marks the beginning of a new cycle lasting about 6 months until the lunar eclipse on June 5th, 2020. So it's right in the middle, um, even though it's the final one of this year. The solar eclipse December 2019 astrology will complement themes found in the lunar eclipse on January 10th, 2020. January 10th is obviously where the next eclipse is occurring, and some people have talked about that date as well. The total annular eclipse lasts for 3 minutes and 40 seconds and will be visible in the Middle East, southern India, Southeast Asia, and some parts of Australia. Meanwhile, according to Space.com, the monster asteroid is believed to be up to 600 meters wide and big enough to destroy a city. It will zoom past the Earth at a distance of 3.6 million miles. An asteroid is made of metal or rock, while a comet is made of ice and gas. They become meteors when they hit our planet, and the objects which fall to Earth without burning up are called meteorites. While this sounds like a huge distance, it is minute in cosmic terms. The asteroid is traveling at a staggering speed of 27,500 miles per hour. It follows last month's news of another gigantic space rock due to pass the Earth on December 20th, today, just 6 days before the next one. The asteroid, called 216258 2006 WH1, is of a similar size. It will make its 3.7 million mile close approach on December 20th, again today. The 540-meter asteroid is the same size as the World Trade Center and would cause significant amount of damage if a collision took place. At its top speed, 216258 2006 WH1 is traveling at 26,843 miles per hour. There are a number of different objects in space that have the potential of hitting the planet. Meanwhile, a new study revealed catastrophe-inducing asteroids hit the Earth much more frequently than previously believed. Scientists analysed Wolf Creek crater in Australia, which is believed to be the second largest impact crater on Earth. The experts found the cosmic collision took place more recently than expected. Researchers claim that the crater was formed when a 15-meter mile ah, excuse me. Researchers claim the crater was formed when a 15-meter wide meteorite weighing 14,000 tons smashed into the ground at 17 kilometers per second or 38,000 miles per hour. It exploded with the force of 0.54 or 0.54 megatons of TNT, roughly equivalent to 36 nuclear bombs. University of Wollongong's Professor Tim Barrows led the international research team which found the object likely hit Earth 120,000 years ago. Let's skip some of this. Just wanted to get down to here. So the European Space Agency has joined up with the United States National Aeronautics Space Agency, NASA, for the world's first planetary defense operation, which aims to study the effect of crashing into a small rock dubbed Didymoon. I've talked about this in a previous video, which is orbiting an asteroid called Didymos. The Joint AIDA mission, which stands for Asteroid Impact and Deflection Assessment, is made up of NASA's Double Asteroid Redirection Test, DART, which will smash into the little satellite. The reason I read this whole report is because you've got this event occurring where there's an asteroid passing during the eclipse, and or at least on the same day as the eclipse, and you've got the end of the report referencing, the whole DART asteroid deflection test that NASA and other agencies are involved in. Now, I just have a suspicion, idea, or concern that that test may take place during the time where the asteroid is passing on December 26th, the same day as the eclipse. Obviously, none of us would know what's going on up there, so it would be easy enough for them to say something like a piece of the asteroid that was passing by the Earth broke off and is now heading towards the Earth, when in reality that could actually be the redirected Didymos space rock, or Didymoon space rock. So I thought that was important enough to read and just give you that whole report there. That took about 6 minutes, so I'm going to hurry through the rest. This goes on to North Korea. The UN has condemned North Korea's human rights abuses. That includes the United States. Obviously, this is something that North Korea has warned against. They really didn't want the United States to take part in that. And obviously, I see that as kind of the stone wall to these negotiations already. We're seeing activity from North Korea, which is why Germany has issued a new conflict zone NOTAM, valid through March 25th, warning of the potential risk to overflights through North Korean airspace due to the potential for launch of test missiles without prior notice. As a result, the safe airspace warning level for North Korea is now level 2. The NOTAM comes as North Korea said it is planning a Christmas gift to the United States, and the USAF believes this could be a long-range ballistic missile test, which I believe will possibly occur on December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. North Korea regularly launches short-range test missiles into the Sea of Japan, but halted its long-range test after diplomatic talks with the US in early 2018. The US prohibits flights across all North Korean airspace, including the oceanic part of the ZKKP Pyongyang FIR over the Sea of Japan, which is where a lot of these missiles are launched. So obviously, Germany's taking it seriously, and we've got this website 38 North, which monitors North Korean activity. They're saying that they're seeing activity at the North Korean missile test site, and this obviously comes after they've done some secretive tests where they've claimed success. It's believed that they've been testing rocket engines, and those could be used in Icbm launches or satellite launches. So it's from this website. It says the commercial satellite imagery shows a retractable shelter for an engine test stand has been repositioned. There's been troop movement nearby the security checkpoint. So it's all just looking like North Korea is preparing something at their, I believe it's the Sohae satellite launch facility, where they conduct their long-range tests or their ballistic missile tests. And as again, I believe that may occur December 23rd. Moving on from North Korea, we're over to Iran, where Iran is testing new advanced centrifuges that produce or work 50 times faster than their current ones. And obviously this is another step in the direction of war kicking off with Iran due to some uranium or nuclear activity. So keeping an eye on that. One of the things in this report I actually wanted to read was better on my computer because I could see it easier. Give me a couple seconds. Let's have a look. Okay, I'll come to the end. Get rid of that. Covering my content. Sorry, I've only got this thin line to work with. 50 times faster. I can't find it in this small little box that they're giving me to use when I've got my phone this way. However, basically it was just a report of the tests being conducted at their Fordo nuclear facility, which is hidden beneath a mountain in Iran. And that was basically where I was just going to show you again this scene here, where I believe that's what we're seeing, the use of a MOAB, mother of all bombs, military ordnance air blast, to reduce the mountain to rubble, or at least partially reduce the mountain, so that they can try and get to the facility below that mountain. And that is something that this bomb, mother of all bombs, is capable of doing, destroying caves and tunnels, and obviously it could be used to reduce mountains and affect things below those mountains. So that's just something else that I wanted to point out and connect to this whole interpretation thing. So with all the events we're watching out for today, 23rd, today there's a 21st interpretation as well for the volcano, 22nd interpretation for the earthquake around Australia and New Zealand, 23rd interpretation for the Icbm launch and potential information surrounding a particular cult. There's obviously the 24th and 25th interpretation connected with death and potentially Donald Trump as well. 26th, annular solar eclipse, potential asteroid. 27th, the number 27, I believe, is connected to blackouts of some kind. Often that interpretation has come out with Texas, but also there's Florida and New York as well. And then there's the 31st, New Year's, where we get on to potential nuclear launch. And then January 2nd, where there's a potential impact of a meteor or asteroid, real or illusioned, and a mega tsunami. So you guys, I will keep you updated with the reports and the potential connections to the video. With that, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.